Hi, in this video, we'll introduce Hug Academy's Compound Interest Calculator, which will help you set your wealth goal. Setting a goal is important because each week or month you can check you're on track to achieve it. So, let's get started. You can find the calculator by clicking the Resources item in the top navigation bar, and then choosing the Interest Calculator. We'll now explain what each of the input fields mean and show you the results when you click the Calculate button. The first field, called Initial Investment, is for any existing savings you may want to start investing. For now, let's assume you have £5,000 savings that you want to invest. You can always come back later and add additional savings to see how it affects compounding. The next two fields are used to insert how much money you can afford to invest in a given period. For the deposit, enter a value such as £100. For the frequency, leave the value in the drop-down as monthly. So in our example, we are depositing £100 per month. Enter 5.25 in the annual interest rate field. 5.25 represents a good, safe savings rate, either from bank accounts or bonds. We're using this rate purely as an example to show you the effect of compounding, and we'll change it later. Enter 15 in the years invested field. This would be a realistic scenario for people who reach their 40s or 50s and decide they need to invest more for their future. We'll change this field in another example so you can see the power of compounding over time. Knowing the power of compounding can really help parents invest for their children, and younger adults can plan to retire early if they plan and remain focused. Press Calculate and the chart displays. The bottom section on each bar, colored in royal blue, represents the initial deposit of £5,000. The middle section on each bar, colored in lighter blue, shows the cumulative deposits each month, reaching £18,000 after 15 years. The top section, colored in orange, shows the returns on our capital due to compounding at a 5.25% annual rate. Therefore, after 15 years, our total wealth has grown to £37,909, even though we only invested £23,000 ourselves. Okay, let's try another example. Leave $5,000 in the initial investment. Type $500 monthly as the deposit. Type 9.69 as the annual interest rate, which is the average rate a leading U.S. index achieved for the last 20 years. Now, set the duration to 30 years and press the Calculate button. Quite a difference, isn't it? You can't even see the initial investment amount because it's too small. The total deposits were £180,000, and yet the total wealth grew to over $1 million. Setting goals are important, so why don't you use the calculator to set yours now? Okay, let's go through it once more and play with some scenarios. Type in any initial investment you may have, say £7,000. Now type in how much money you could comfortably invest each month, say £300. And type in how many years you're prepared to invest for, say you have 35 years until you retire. If you're not sure about a rate, try using 5% to start with, which represents low risk. The total you have after 35 years is £372,571. Now let's look at what 8% gets us. This is considered medium risk. The total is now £750,719. And finally, let's try 12%, which represents a high-risk strategy. And you can see what a big difference it makes. You now have over £2 million. Play with the inputs and settle on something you are comfortable with. Our tuition dives into investment strategies, your risk appetite, and your financial persona in much more detail. This calculator is designed to show you what's possible. With knowledge, focus, and a little surplus money, anyone can grow their wealth. Thanks for watching.